Wall Street, the big firms, what we call the smart money, the elephants, individuals like Warren Buffett, why do they do so well consistently, and why does the public not? It's the fact that they're doing different things, not things that aren't available to us as the public, but just things that they don't really teach us about, that they're not guiding us about.
Welcome to the big show. This is Investing with Confidence. As always, I am your host, Joshua David, and we are happy to have you with us today. As always, I always have my good friend and my good pal. He's dressed up, looking good today, Mr. Al Connickson. Al, how the heck are you doing today?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing really good, too. I love doing the show with you. We have a good time talking about the
Yeah, we
financial
do.
markets,
Yeah.
how they work, and how we can hopefully help our listeners make better investing decisions. But Online Trading Academy, we're a local academy right here in Bloomington. On their 25th year, they're
Yeah.
the sponsor of Investing with Confidence. So we should almost give a round of applause for coming up to 25 years here.
Thank you, audience.
Exactly. But, we talk about a lot of different topics on this show. We had a great week in the market. The
Right.
S&Ps, the Dow, the NASDAQ all showed some good movement, some great opportunities. We had oil that had a nice spark, a nice drive up on Thursday. But I tell you what, these cryptocurrencies, they are back
They're
again.
on
Ethereum,
fire.
just a major up week here for Ethereum. So there's great opportunities out there. And that's what our sponsor, Online Trading Academy, talks about, is how to utilize opportunities like the institutions do. Now, the institutions and the novice or the average investor, they have different types of success, right? The
Right.
institutions are always making money. The novice typically struggle, but there's different things. They have the tools, and it seems like the public is getting taken advantage of, right?
Yeah.
So just talk about why are the institutions so good? Why are they always creating returns? But I just want to make sure our listeners understand these tools and these techniques that Al's going to talk about are also available to us.
Yeah, that's the key. But think about it. Anytime there is one group that is consistently successful compared to another group that is consistently not successful, it stands to reason that the group that is successful is doing something different. And that's the same thing that is true in the financial world. Wall Street, the big firms, what we call the smart money, the elephants, individuals like Warren Buffett, why do they do so well consistently, and why does the public not? It's the fact that they're doing different things, not things that aren't available to us as the public, but just things that they don't really teach us about, that they're not guiding us about.
Hmm.
And one of the things that's important is that they have a plan, and that plan includes a set of rules that puts the odds in their favor of being successful. Number one is that they know how to manage risk, because nobody is going to be right 100% of the time. But that's the most important thing. They know how to do that, and they know how to do this in a way where they don't have any emotions involved. They check their emotions at the door. It's a way they're trained. Well, the same thing is true of us. How do we control our emotions? We have a plan that includes a step-by-step process, a set of rules you follow, and we help our students put that plan together. But that's one of the most important things. The key things is to not let your emotions get involved in the trades that you're doing. Then, if the institutions, if the big players are so successful, and there's a way that we can just follow what they're doing, if they're basically telegraphing to us what they're doing on a price chart, and you can learn how to read that price chart and identify that, it gives you the opportunity to just kind of piggyback, ride what they're doing, because they're doing all the work. You don't have to do all the work. You don't have to spend a lot of time analyzing something, using one of maybe 200 different kinds of technical indicators. You just follow what the people that are making money are doing. It's just like in school. You weren't supposed to
Copy the
follow
right
or copy,
person.
but you're going to sit next to the smartest person if you are going to risk copying. Well, in the markets, we just follow the smart people, the people that have proven that they're consistently successful, and we just basically are riding on their back.
Yeah, and that's where that concept of buy low, sell high comes from. But you want to understand how to do that on a price chart. That's why it's so important to understand and learn these different techniques, these skills that the institutions
Right.
do. But they're telling the public to do certain things, right? They're conditioning a lot of our listeners to buy and hold, right? So they're not just buying and holding, right? What are some of the things that they're doing?
Yeah, and this that is true. They're not buying and holding. They have guys that are trading on the floors, or now it's mostly electronic, but they're trading pretty much every day. You mentioned that buy low, sell high. Well, think about it. If somebody's buying low, it means somebody else is selling low. If somebody is selling high, it means somebody else has to be selling high. Exactly the opposite of what you want to do. Well, here's the truth, folks. It's the institutions, it's the smart people out there, it's the smart money. They're the ones buying low, selling high, and you're the ones that are doing exactly the opposite. You're buying high and selling low. You're on the other side of a trade from these people because there's two sides to every trade. They control the majority of the activity in the market, so they will, in some cases, maybe manipulate things and play on your emotions to make sure that you are on the opposite side of the trade from them.
Yeah.
You don't have to be, again, we want you to be trading with them, not against them. Do what they do, maybe not what they're telling you to do.
That's the thing is they're doing the do as I say, not as I do. I think we all grew up and our parents probably have said that to us at
Yeah.
least once. I know I've heard that a few times.
Yeah, maybe twice.
But that's why, the difference between them and you is just the tools and the
Mhm.
right education. I mean, we're regular people that we can be educated on this,
Yep.
right?
Well,
The
so are
people,
they.
yeah,
They
exactly.
started out as regular people too. It's just that they got the education. It's just that those people are us before. They just got educated on how to do this, and they follow the rules that they have set. They have the discipline to do that. Everything that they're doing is something that you can do.
Yep, that's the gap. That's how you bridge that gap is by a little bit of education to trade and invest like them. We call
Right.
them the elephants. We talk about every single week. Trade like them. We have a lot of people that want to be able to gain these skills to self-direct their accounts. And the great thing about this with these investing classes that actually a lot of our that you teach, but we have a
Right.
lot of instructors here at Online Trading Academy that have traded on the floors, have been the big money, have been the elephants in the room, the worked on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, New York Stock Exchange,